And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now with Larry and special guest. You know him as the CryptoRealist, but his real name is Jeremy. Let's put our hands together and give a warm welcome. You guys probably already know him because I think our communities are kind of intermingled. But Jeremy, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, Larry. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. And of course, I have our crypto family dog here. He's fixated on Luna Classic right now. He's a big Luna Classic fan. He always sleeps because all night he stays up and he tries to do technical analysis. And but he's not too good at it. But he is a dog, so we'll give him a pass. But yeah, I'm really grateful. I'm so appreciative. And just so you know, I got this idea from Teddy. You know, I hold a rock up. He has a Shiva Lingam. I have a gratitude rock. I'm so grateful for you being here and spending time. Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Spending time with our audience. We have so many great things to talk about. We're going to talk about the overall market. And also, Jeremy brought to my attention something that's launching tomorrow. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. That's War Pigs. So we'll talk about that War Pigs token. But before we do that, I want to just kind of say hello to the audience and also talk a little bit about Jeremy as an influencer, share with you his socials, his YouTube, in case by chance there's somebody that may not be familiar with him, and so that we can definitely all grow together. I definitely am trying to unite a bunch of people together that share the same core values as I do, that care about their community is basically the main thing that I look for.
Exactly.
And do right by their community. So we will say hello. Who is first? Welcome, Tim Shea. Congratulations. You've won absolutely nothing. You might win something in the future, but yeah. The Jin, what's up, everyone in the chat? What's cooking tonight?
How's it going?
He always, I don't know if you've ever seen the Jin, but he always talks about cooking food and makes me hungry, especially when I don't eat. The Jin, Larry, Max, Patches. Well, Max has the night off tonight, and so does Johan, actually. Johan is my tech guy. He does all the program managing. But we have our special guest here, Jeremy, CryptoRealist. So grateful for you. And I really, by the way, I think I said to you on one of my streams, I really like your new logo. Who did your new logo? Yeah, was that someone from your audience that did it? Or?
Yep. So there's a audience member by the name of CryptoClip Shane. He had done some work for a couple other YouTubers, and in my circle, and I saw that they'd made some changes. It's like, hey, who did your stuff? So they told me who it was, reached out. He spent, a couple afternoons with me, just shooting some ideas, and then started bombarding me with options, and just nailed exactly what I was looking for.
I really like it. And this is a good segue. I've got your YouTube page or YouTube channel up on here. I just love it. It's like I'm a big marketing guy. I love it. So clean. It's elegant. It's sophisticated. The colors speak to me of success, the silver, the black. And of course, you have that little chart going on in there. It's really cool. But yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. And so guys, be supportive of Jeremy. He's coming here, donating his time. He's a very busy man. He's not only is he an influencer, he's a family guy like me. So he has children, and a wife and everything. So yeah, you got a lot to juggle, right?
I do.
So here he is right here. You can find him at CryptoRealist. That's 2 words right here. You can see his logo. And he makes a lot of content. So you're doing a lot of streaming these days. That's all you, that's your main focus right now?
Yeah, that's pretty much, I would say 95% of what I do is daily streaming. For the most part, I do daily streaming. Obviously being, a family guy and, focusing a lot on family time with the wife and kids and everything. Schedules get in the way a little bit, but for the most part, I generally do a morning crypto chat where we just kind of go over the happenings, what happened overnight, some news or anything that's happening for that day. And then kind of have a little fun there towards the end. We play a few games with the chat, and, kind of keep the chat engaged and energized to transition over into, everybody else throughout the rest of the afternoon. And then I do try to do late night streams occasionally. I used to do a lot of them, but, trying to juggle all of that and it being very time consuming has, just led to a kind of a part-time late night stream, but pretty much every morning.
That's great. I was trying to actually figure that out. I was trying to figure out if you were a morning guy or a night owl, because, I have I'm on the East Coast. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the show here. And then I have the 3 p.m. stream. And so, a lot of times the shows that I would catch for you would be the nighttime ones. And I was like, wow, Jeremy would be on I'm thinking to myself, you're on at like midnight, and then you would get up early and do like a morning stream. I'm like, does Jeremy ever sleep? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, there for a while I was grinding real hard. Obviously, you know, to push the channel, to get it out there, to get eyes on it. And then, you know, grinding a while like that, you know, kind of takes its toll, and you know, you gotta pull back, you gotta rein it in a little bit and try to make it, you know, work best for your schedule. And yes, it was kind of tiring to do the late nights and then, you know, wake up relatively shortly thereafter, you know, 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Did that for probably a couple of months, but kind of pulled it back a little bit and kind of slowed down on the late nights.
Yeah, so you're probably leaning more towards the morning ones then at this point. If you had to pick the two. Okay. Let me just blow this back up. We're going to talk about your Twitter and everything else and your Twitch. But I want to just say hello to our community. I don't want to ignore everyone. And I know there's people here that you know too. Let's see here. There is, I'm losing my spot here. You know, I'm not the tech guy. All right. Tim Shea. Hello, Tim Shea. Hey, Larry Patches and Jeremy. Thank you.
Hey, Tim.
The Jin. Great to see you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jen.
Michael Cornwell. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
Ricky, what is up with Classic dropping on buying? Ricky loves to FOMO into Terra Classic. He's got 100 million of it. He's like our biggest. Him and Michael Cornwell are big Terra Classic. Like well, let me just say this and I'll get your opinion. So for me, Terra Classic is that lottery ticket. It's maybe the feel-good story after a tragedy. You know, my heart goes out to everyone that lost money prior to the crash. But a lot of us, you know, I guess, you know, I don't want to take the name away from Rodney because, you know, he's got the degens. But, you know, I'm really a degen at heart, you know, like so.
Sure.
So, and you probably are too. I mean, are you looking at it as a lottery ticket as well?
So when the whole crash with Classic happened, I swung trade that for probably about a week and did some decent numbers off of it. And then it kind of got to me, it went real risky. The play wasn't there as much as far as, you know, the 1x or 2x potential that was happening. But for the most part, I kind of pulled back, but I can see where, you know, the community starting to take over. There's been a lot of proposals to try and get it revived. And, you know, I think a lot of it's just trying to see what sticks. But if something happens, absolutely. I see it going to like some crazy numbers, like $1, $10 or back to $100? No, I don't. But could it potentially swing back up to a penny or something close to that? Absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, we have Michael Cornwell in here. Did a whole bunch of math one time. He came on just out of the blue, our audience member here, and he tried to prove actually 7 cents. I mean, maybe that's a shot. I'm looking for it, you know, to get to a penny, but it's a weird story. And the UST thing blows me away too. Like that makes no sense at all. That's just like a straight up pump and dump because there's like absolutely no utility left. It's not pegged to anything.
Right, exactly.
It's weird.
Yep,
you know?
That's exactly what it is.
Here's somebody I think that goes to your channel. How about Red Sox? Does he go over?
Hey, Sox, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. He says, hello, Jeremy. Okay. B. Hello there, guys. Hello, B.
How you doing, B?
Eddie T. What's up, Jeremy? Crypto Winter. Okay. Sorry about the confusion earlier. I meant to say Celsius is paying their debt, not Voyager. Okay. What I wanted to say about Voyager was that they filed for bankruptcy today. Yeah, that's sad news for I can't keep saying my heart goes out, but I feel bad for people that now have their money stuck on Voyager. Did you kind of see this type of stuff? Did you foresee this happen before it started happening now? Or
we talked a little bit about it yesterday morning because they're FDIC insured and how that all works out. And, you know, the topic of bankruptcy came up for a brief moment, but yeah, it's I'm looking at it as the possibility because of them filing. There's an opportunity for a buyout now on the low. So somebody might buy them out and bail them out. Okay. So there's still potential there, in my opinion. As far as, you know, what's going to happen, I have absolutely no idea. It could absolutely go away in a couple of weeks or a month or two or whatever, however long the bankruptcy filings take. But, you know, is there a possibility that they get bailed out? It's entirely possible.
Yeah, it would be great because I'm worried about just mainly the people in the audience or anybody out there that has money in it. But you and you're a Crow guy, I like Crow. Yep. Okay, so we're both Crow guys. Now I did something because someone said, "Well, Larry, you love Crow," but I moved like pretty much everything just into DeFi wallets now, because like I have very little on crypto.com. Like that's my exchange that I love because it's so easy to use. And I'm not a trader, so I don't use like KuCoin or some of the ones that have more sophisticated, charting. But are you kind of feeling like, like this could happen to more centralized exchanges? Like we might be in a trouble here now with the way the market is?
Yes and no. I mean, there's a few of them that I don't necessarily worry too much about. I think, Binance, contrary to popular belief, I think Coinbase is completely fine, even though, what was it, like a month or two ago, there was, the big statement that they put out there.
Yeah.
I think Crypto.com, I think all three of those definitely have legs to handle themselves. But as far as, the other exchanges, a lot of it has to come down to whether or not they want to comply with U.S. regulatory actions as they come down. And I think those three, Binance, Coinbase, and Crypto.com, they're prepping themselves to, fall closer to the line of compliance. Instead of trying to do a makeup when that line is set. They don't have to do a makeup. They're already, 3/4 of the way there.
I think you're right, and I've been saying, I don't know what we're in. I don't know if we're in a a crypto winter, or just a bear market, or like I'm saying, the doom and gloom scenario, which is a crypto market meltdown. I don't even really know what's going to happen. No one knows. But so one more I'll add to the list, and I say, like, if Crow makes it through this, which I think they will, it's going to be even stronger than ever because some of exchanges are going to go away. I think the one more you can add to the list, which I don't have any money on, is Gemini, because the reason why I say that is because they actually did something interesting. They're actually based in New York. And as you probably know, New York has like the toughest, most strict guidelines. Yes.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that they're going to be okay too. But yeah,
I could see that. I don't know what kind of volume or backing Gemini has. I've heard of it. I've not used it myself.
No, me either.
Yeah, I mean, there are second tier exchanges that could certainly get through all of this, but I think what it really boils down to is these exchanges getting ready for the regulatory action that's going to happen sooner than later, in my opinion.
Okay, so that's a great segue. Now, along the lines of regulation, so for me, the low-hanging fruit for the government is the stable coins. Is there anything else? Do you think that's going to be the first target for regulators, stable coins, or do you feel like there's something else they're going to go after first?
I don't know. It depends on what foot that they want to step off on first. Like, do they want to, dive into the shallow end, or do they want to go, head first into the deep end? Because I think a lot of the regulatory aspects of what we think is going to happen with crypto is more along the lines of trying to protect the consumer. And that involves, the teams, the project teams, getting, them approved by the SEC, or the projects approved by the SEC, or, whatever regulatory body or whatever the case is, declaring what the project is. Is it, is it a security or is it not? Those types of things. But as far as, starting to regulate certain things, certain specific coins, tokens, I think blue chips are definitely on the table for what the U.S. is, or in general the government's going to do. But I think we might be surprised with how deep they go with protecting the consumer.
I mean, it would be nice for them to protect it. I mean, it's kind of like, they're like, all right, guys, you have your freedom, but there's so many rug pulls and stuff like that, and that's where that's where it's bad. I mean, the freedom part of it. But in the true spirit of DeFi, it should be, DeFi, but unfortunately with all the bad things. And then the depegging of like with Terra Luna, that's like a big thing. Like, it's like now that kind of opens the door for regulators, but I think they'll go after the stable coins, and also they'll make sure that everybody is KYC'd and heavily regulated on the centralized exchanges. And then they can kind of go further and say, okay, if you're on crypto.com, where are you sending, where are all these wallets that you're sending? MetaMask, Trust Wallet, you're like Safe, what is it? Safe Wallet? Safe. Okay. Yeah. But, they might say, they might kind of try to track that. Like, where are you putting your money from off of the centralized exchange? Let's say hello to a few more people here. And while we're doing that, let's take a look again. Guys, we're joined here by CryptoRealist, Jeremy. You guys know him. I'm probably 90% of the people here probably know him. But if you don't know him, follow him. Subscribe to him on YouTube, CryptoRealist, 2 words. You can also follow him on Twitter, please. All one word, CryptoRealist 21. And Twitch. We had a nice little chat about Twitch just a couple of minutes before we came on. So I thought that, like I was so supportive of you guys because I actually couldn't sleep. I get fired up and mad about things. Like I don't like the regulation with YouTube because we don't even know like what we're doing wrong. That's the problem.
Right.
And Texas tornado, I'm sorry about that. That just happened to him. We don't even know exactly what happened. But
he actually got his V1 back this morning.
He did? He got his V1 back?
Yep,
okay.
V1 back this
I
morning.
didn't know that. Okay, great. He lost like 2 channels in 1 month. It makes no sense. But and then you get this little, right? You got a little letter from YouTube and it's very vague. You don't know like what rule you broke. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this is a blessing in disguise because Awesome Austin and Jeremy will go in and they'll like, start to pave the way for Twitter. And then we'll all go into Twitter. Like I was in Twitter, but I probably have like 8 followers for this channel. But what were you telling me earlier about Twitter as far as streaming goes and being monetized?
Twitch?
I'm sorry,
Twitch, right?
not Twitter. I meant to say Twitch. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So with Twitch, in their terms of service, whenever you get to the monetization level, which is actually really easy to get to on Twitch, by the way, they don't allow you to do what's called dual stream. So I wouldn't be able to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the exact same time with the exact same feed. So the one thing that I'm planning on doing is to continue the Twitch channel, but I want to do it right so I don't get in trouble again. So basically have 2 stream setups, 2 different camera angles, 2 different feeds into, each one of the broadcasts. So displaying a different screen on each channel, different layout, different format, just change it around enough. The only thing that would be the same would be the voices that would be coming through. So that should be enough to be different enough to not throw a flag up on Twitch.
Cool. Well, I'm going to have to do that too. I got to talk to Johan, sets up all the tech stuff here, and we're going to have to get another camera going because I'm just using StreamYard to simulcast, to Twitter, to Twitch, and YouTube. So I'll have to change that a little bit. But that's good. That's good insight. Thank you for that because I didn't know that rule.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So here's my guess on Twitch. I really would love to, we want to get on multiple platforms. Do you think that when crypto will make an impact on Twitch is when the play to earn gaming really takes off?
Yes.
I know we have like WAGME, we have the big one is Axie Infinity. Like when we get into more gaming, you think that will help us for Twitch?
Absolutely. Once crypto gaming and play to earn gaming really starts to pop and more gamers are starting to do this on Twitch, that's going to open up the door for larger YouTubers to start making impacts on Twitch. Okay. There are a few big Twitch streamers in regards to crypto, but a lot of it is chart watching, Bitcoin shorts and longs, not altcoin, not meme coin, not this degenerate side of crypto that people kind of frown upon.
Or commentary or stuff like that. It's more like chart stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So there is a door there. There is an opening for the availability of what we do over here to be done over there. But I do think the play to earn and crypto gaming aspect will really allow that to pop on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that too. Other than that, we're going to have to pair up with girls in bikinis and hot tubs in order to get noticed.
It's not happening over here. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
All right. So smash the like button. Eddie T says, thank you for that. Rest in peace, Voyager. Sorry to all the people that lost their money in crypto. Yeah, me too. Iron Lux Trader. Voyager has filed for Chapter 11, not Chapter 7 or 13. Well, Chapter 7 is a personal one. 13, I think, is still corporate. 11 is definitely corporate. I think there's also a Chapter 15 for corporate. So, yeah, we'll have to see about that. That's not such a good sign because, well, you said it was insured, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, but again, it's not crypto holdings. It's only what cash you had in their exchange. So any USD that you had stored there, that's what would be covered by FDIC insurance.
Oh, wow. So if you had like 10 Ethereum or something, you're kind of stuck.
Yep. Oh, unless they get bailed out and recovered.
That really sucks. Cards V for Vendetta. About to sound ultra condescending. Autocorrect helps spell that. Larry, not only are you the flippin' man, You are also ultra intelligent. Thank you for the content. Smash the like, guys. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for the compliment. Jeremy is ultra intelligent too. And you know what? Do you still do the thing where you track like the wallets on the blockchain? Because I never got into that. Like I
do. I do not so much on stream. Okay. If there's stuff that I need to look into, if there's things that are coming up, questions that are being asked, or somebody asks me to dig into something, I'll dig into it. But yeah, I do more of that kind of on my free time when I'm questioning things.
Now, okay, so is that when you're skeptical of a project, or is it also like an investment strategy for you? It's more like skepticism, or?
Yeah. So on a project that's already been launched, that's been active, that's been trading, I'll go in and take a look at, the crypto bubbles and start looking into where, airdrops went, how many of them are interacting with each other, those types of things, to try to get a feel of what, the internal circle of each project is. Because one thing that a lot of people don't realize is there is an internal circle for every single project. It does not matter. There is an internal circle. And if you can figure out what that internal circle is doing, it'll give you a good feel of what that project's really all about, whether it's, a pump and dump, whether it's, there for longevity, or, whatever the case may be. But yeah, you can tell a lot by what that internal circle is doing.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of times what the people do in the internal circle would never fly like in stock investing because of the SEC. For sure.
Right. There's a lot of insider shit that happens.
It's amazing how much. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Iron Lux Trader, Chapter 11 is simply a reconstruction of the company, not closure. Thank you for the clarification. Let's see. The Jin Voyager still has hopes for recovery. We will see how they handle it. Iron Lux Trader, no money is lost on Voyager, at least as of yet.
Exactly.
We have to wait and see when the other shoe drops. Cards V for Vendetta. Crypto Talk Now, the best and only crypto talk network. No, that's not true. No, we are a network, a whole family together. But also, right next to me here, left or right, depending on your view, is an inspiration for me. I mean, he's you know what it is? Like, I watched you and I was like, yes, we can make it as a quote unquote smaller influencer by streaming. Because you see people that have 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, and you're like, oh man, it's gonna be so hard to get there. But we can make an impact by having these streams, these daily streams or almost daily streams. And so it's you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration for us smaller influencers. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Cards V for Vendetta. Hey Jay, I know I'm crazy. I read all the comments. Let's go Terrarium. Yes. You know what, Jeremy, you're still invested in. I'm invested in Terrarium. You're still.
Yep. I got back in.
Okay, yeah, I haven't sold yet. I'm still there. I think that Terrarium. So my key for Terrarium is, the Terra pool I want to look more into. I think that's a great concept. I just need to learn more about it. I kind of lost touch with it, but I think their biggest opportunity is a centralized exchange. But if they focus in on India, in that market there, so.
And I think a lot of their focus is there. Okay. But as far as you'd asked if I still have a bag. I preach making money and taking profits and not riding the wave all the way down. I'm not a diamond hander. A lot of people call me a paper hander, a jeter, what the case is. And here's my thing. Stocks and crypto entirely different investment strategy, or in my case, gambling strategy, because we do a lot of degenerate stuff. Blue chips, entirely different ball game. But when you're talking coins, meme coins, Inus, apes, whatever token it is, the flavor of the week. It's one of those things that, if you get into a good project, what you believe is a good project, and something happens, whether it's FUD or whether it's some bad news that comes about, people are going to start to sell off. I'm of that mindset that I'm not riding that wave down. I will be more than happy to take my profits, everything, and still believe in the project and buy, down towards the bottom, get a better price point, get a better dollar cost average in. I'm not dollar cost averaging down. I'm jeeting and buying again low, and then dollar cost averaging that bottom of that dip.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what. So I know it's kind of a sore subject. We don't have to talk long about it, but it's too bad Rodney's not here because he would love to say something. But I learned my lesson with Saitama. So that I built my whole channel. I'm not ashamed to say it. I built my whole channel with Saitama. I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to build on Shiba Inu. I was relatively early into Saitama. I wasn't like Dr. Praveen, type rich with it. But, at the same time, I held on because I was listening to the dev team and I heard November 13th. Okay, this is the big launch party for SataMask. I believed it. And I believe also the top 5 or top 10 exchange listing. So, but I learned my lesson. I did diamond hand that and I was like, oh, I can't treat it like a blue chip stock. I can't treat it like a blue chip crypto. So I learned big time, like, because I rode that thing all the way back down.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. And a lot of people are new to this space and they haven't quite experienced that or learned that lesson yet. Is it wrong to diamond hand a project that you truly believe in? Absolutely not. Go for it. That's one way to do it. And, hopefully everything works out and, that it pumps back up. But, this is crypto. This stuff, newer tokens that haven't been around for 2 years, none of them are blue chips. I don't care what project it is. They still have to prove themselves. And if you look at 99% of the crypto charts out there, they all start off with that pump and then they all dump. And then they flatline for a while and then a catalyst happens and then they take off if they're a good project. And most of us are getting in on that initial pump and that initial dump and, trying to time all of that. And that's what we've been seeing a lot in, the projects that we've been looking into or what we've been talking about the last 6 months or whatever the case may be, is a lot of newer projects that do that. And a lot of people just believe, the influencers and the communities, diamond hand, buy the dip, do this, do that.
Oh, just I hate that terminology. Yeah.
Hodl. No, I'm not a hodler. I don't preach that at all.
Like someone said one time, I'm a fanboy. I say, Tom, I'm like, no, I'm a fanboy of my wallet. That's what I was like, because I learned afterwards. Nope, I'm a fanboy of my wallet. But yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn. You lose it on paper is what it is, and you're like, oh, man, I could have been up this much, or I was up this much. I didn't take profits. But yeah, we all learn from that. But I'll tell you something with Terra Luna, right, and then UST. Both being in the top 10, that kind of was like, oh man, this has never happened before because they've been around a while. And it's like, so that rare case that could happen with something like, a blue chip too, which is rare, but hopefully it doesn't happen again, but it could.
It could. And, a lot of things are subject to the markets and, with Bitcoin dumping, most everything dumps with it. And, we've been talking at least over on my channel the last 2, 3, 4 months of the impending, market dump, whether it was going to be quick, fast, or just a slow drain out of the market. We were kind of seeing the writing on the wall. And we've been talking about moving things over into stable coins, getting it out of the market, moving into USD, getting into fiat, and then position ourselves better for when we come closer to this bottom to get back into these blue chips.
I lost all faith in stablecoins. I was never a stablecoin. I used to tell everybody my stablecoin is Crow. So it's like I put it into Kronos, but it's crazy because now I don't trust. Like I was gonna start doing that and get like a 10 or 12 or some 18, but I was like, it's a good thing I didn't get into it because then maybe I'd be spoiled by it. And then with regulation, I feel like they're gonna limit it to how much you can, the yield you can get on it. But now I'm with the depegging of things and the algorithmic stable coins first, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to dollar cost average into cash. I mean, like stuff that's outside of crypto, I would rather just, even though, cash is just getting eaten up by inflation. To me, it's like, if you have $1,000 in a stable coin, I'd rather have 1,000 in cash because what if the stable coin depegs, but
right. And when I say stable, I'm talking like the top 5 blue chip stable, like
a safe coin.
I'm still in the market.
I'm
transferring profits or speculative plays and then exiting those and getting back in on the bottom side of Ethereum or Bitcoin or Binance or whatever the case is, because in general we know when the market recovers where these tokens or where these coins are going to be because of where they have been in the past. I mean, Ethereum's at 1,000. What, 6 months ago it was almost 3,200, 3,800,
more than that. Yep.
Looking at 3x potential just by buying in Ethereum right now. And is Ethereum going anywhere? Probably not. Is Binance going anywhere? Probably not. Is Bitcoin going? Probably not. Now these other speculative plays, the Terra Lunas, I mean, but they're not a Binance, they're not Ethereum, they're not a Bitcoin. So they're a
Right.
little bit not top shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I got what you're saying. You're just trying to dollar cost average into things that you consider stable, not necessarily the term stable coin. Yeah, I got
Right,
you.
right.
I got you. Yeah, that's not a bad strategy at all. Not financial advice. The only person, well, he's not a person, but the only being on this channel that can give financial advice is Patches because he's a dog. And if you want to sue Patches, go right ahead. He's just gonna he's gonna pee on the legal document.
Right.
Iron Lux Trader at the gin. I have over, oh no, 10K on Voyager. My uncle has a few, Bitcoins. I mean, entire coins. Oh no, that's not good.
That's not good.
Silver Turkey. Chapter 15, baby. Oh, he's saying that Voyager. I thought I read it was chapter 15. Okay. Cards V for Vendetta. Thoughts on Beat Wallet to keep our crypto safe, gents? Currently working with Trust Wallet. Did you ever hear that one, Jeremy? Beat Wallet? I never heard that one. Maybe he's got a typo on that. Well, I'm using Ledger right now. I just have my MetaMask linked up to Ledger, the hardware wallet. Iron Lux Trader. I sold all my Luna Classic holdings at all-time high prior to the halt on Voyager. Got the funds today, early morning, reinvested and completed 1 ETH before the little pump. Oh, wow. So you're lucky there. That's good. Oh, he's saying thoughts on the best wallet. Well, Jeremy, you've got a good DeFi wallet.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of SafePal. Like hands down for me, as far as what I do, SafePal is hands down the best one in my opinion. Now, do I have to, interact with MetaMask from time to time, depending on, a token or a project's dApp that I have to connect to? Yeah. But most of the time, almost all of them have a Wallet Connect, and SafePal connects via Wallet Connect. So I'm able to do most everything through SafePal. Super easy, very intuitive, low fees. Like they've got an integrated swap feature where you can go from BNB to Ethereum and vice versa. Super, super cheap, very quick too. So
you definitely like that better than like MetaMask or Trust Wallet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, hands down.
I still haven't gone. It's just me being procrastinating. I didn't really go into it, but now I feel a little more secure because at least my MetaMask are connected to my Ledger, so I'm okay now. But yeah, I'm not crazy about MetaMask because I always read about them getting hacked and everything else. Mm-hmm. The Gin, I see Voyager recovering 100%. They have too much money invested on that exchange. If they shut it down, Bitcoin and Ethereum will drop drastically. Yeah, I heard they have a lot of that on there. Yep. That would really suck.
That was the other thing that we were talking about yesterday on stream, was that there's too many people that are so heavily invested and they've got such a footprint in crypto that it would not be a wise idea for them to fail. So there will be, I firmly believe that there will be people and or companies bailing them out. Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, because like all these companies going out of business, like whether exchanges or lending platforms like Celsius, it's, even if you don't have any money on there, or even if nobody in the audience had money on there and we didn't know who these people were, it's a loss for crypto. Like XRP, I believe strongly is going to win the lawsuit. But if they were to lose, that's like a loss for crypto. It's not just a loss for XRP. Right. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on XRP, by the way, while we're going through this stuff here? So personally, I think they're going to get through it just fine. I think everything will be, washed away and everything will be normal for them again. But I'm heavily watching XRP and what happens. And as soon as that decision comes down, I've got an amount ready to go right into XRP. But so I'm not putting the decision until I know better. Yeah, it's funny. I've been watching XRP like a hawk too. And I just feel like they're going to win. I heard that they're not going to settle because they have such a strong case. So that's bullish news. It's funny. Absolutely. I don't have one XRP coin, but it's like probably number one on my list to get. That's what's funny about it. I'm eagle eyeing that one. Yep. Voyager's coming out with a second coin, and allegedly you'll be able to maybe trace your Voyager coin into their new coin as well. Oh, okay. The project. Okay, I didn't know that. Crypto Winter. How do you guys think New York stock market is going to react to the euro free falling and Boris Johnson losing his MPS and half of his cabinet work? I didn't read that news. Did that just happen or something? I didn't hear that news, but based off of what I'm reading, I would expect the market to probably show some decline based off of that. Yeah, probably get scared and take a dump. Yep.
The Jin, Iron Lux, stay positive and let's be patient with Voyager. No money has been lost yet. Okay, stay cool, brother. Yeah, don't try. And guys, you know what? If
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be too worried.
Spend time with your family and go outside and, you know, get away from the charts and stop reading the news if it's really bothering you. That's what I have to do. Tim Shea, Jeremy, do you like what Crypto Lotto Group is doing?
So this is what I'll say. Tim. Yeah, it's a fun token. Is it anything that's going to be any more than an office pool lottery token? No, it's not. I'm not gonna, fluff it up. It's not. It's for people that, a lot of us we work in scenarios where we're in groups and, there's a group lotto at the office or whatever the case is. A lot of people are working from home. They still enjoy that. It's an option for them but their main pitch is to other countries that don't have access to the US lottery system that pays out millions, close to, billions of dollars when it gets close to it. Right. So, it's an opportunity for them to be able to get into an office pool and, maybe, spend $5 and make, a couple $1,000s. So it's a gambling token, if we're being honest. But I look at it as, a fun little token. That's all it is.
I actually talked to the developer one time of that offline. I think his name is Eugene or something, but he's a really nice guy. And
super nice.
I think it's a fun, I think it's one of those fun ones. It's like, all right, we know what it is. It's not going to be, the next Bitcoin. We already know. I mean, treat it for what it is. A fun token. Yeah. Let's not go crazy. It's not going to be, well, they're going to hate me now. It's not the revolution. What was the thing? The revolutionary of finance, whatever Satan was saying. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
revolutionary.
Fostering the future of finance.
Fostering the future of finance. Yes, it's not going to be doing that.
No, it's not that. It is a legitimate just play. It's a fun token. That's all it is.
That's the thing. If these small tokens come out and just say, look, this is what we are. We're not going to change the world. We're not like, the next invention of the wheel or something. We don't have to like oversell things, just be
bridging the gap between this and crypto, right?
Yeah.
That seems to be the key phrase these days.
Yeah. Crypto Winter, guys, what about Discord? I'm new to it, even though I didn't know that. Can you stream on Discord? Do you know?
Yeah, you can. You can do like a VC in there.
Oh, okay. All right. Anthony, how low can Luna go? Oh, he's talking about classic, probably.
All the way.
All the way to zero. It's a lottery ticket. It can go like to zero.
It can go
right now.
Zero.
3 zeros, 1 1 2. I guess I shouldn't do this.
Wasn't that up like 50% not 5 minutes ago?
I don't know if it was, but I know like it's been pulling back the last couple of days. I know at one point in the last 7 days it was up over 100% because it was going nuts, but I don't think it was up that much today. Luna Classic, but yeah, that's where it's at now.
What was the one Patches was sitting in front of at the beginning of the show?
Oh, that's not a live chart. Yes. Oh, you're looking at that. Yeah, Patches has like a chart from a few days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we threw you off. Hey, we fooled you. And look, the couch behind me is fake too.
I was like, hold up. Luna Classic was up 42% not 5 minutes ago.
Well, the thing about it is we want to put like a live crypto bubbles or a live chart behind Patches to give it like, just for fun, right? People actually, somebody from the stream, I think Michael Cornwell asked for it. So I'm like, that's a great idea. But we found out that we have to do OBS and Streamlabs or something. We can't do it through StreamYard. Maybe, I don't know. So StreamYard wouldn't, Johan was looking at it. It's like, we can't make it work with StreamYard.
Yeah, with Streamlabs, or not with Streamlabs, with StreamYard, you have to use an image for your background, not a live feed or a video feed. Yeah. So yeah,
kind of sucks. Because I like StreamYard because it's easy to use, but yeah, it has to.
Yeah, it's very easy to use. I look at it like this. I look at StreamYard as Apple, and I look at Streamlabs as Android.
Oh, okay. So they're just two different types.
Yep.
Iron Lux Trader, thanks, brother, at the gin. Okay. Oh, this is one of the funniest usernames. Burned by Saitama.
Love it.
What's up, Patches? You're the real OG. Thank you for that. He likes, he's a Volt guy. Crypto Winter, to all you Voyager crypto brothers, all I can say is tune in because Voyager will be back after a few commercial breaks. They look to build that new coin and let you exchange your coins back. All right. Well, we'll have to see. Oh, we got to stop here. We got a super chat or something. Thank you so much.
There he is.
Speak of him. Yeah, there he is. Crypto Lotto Group. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thanks, guys. We are more of a hobby token. You guys rock. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
So what is the latest on that? So I kind of lost track of them. Did they now? Forgive my ignorance. Has it launched already? Is it still in
Crypto Lotto Group?
Yeah, the Crypto.
Yeah, they're BNB token. So super low fees. Very early, still very low market cap.
Okay, let me maybe we'll pull it up on Dex Tools for the heck of it, since he gave us the donation. All right, so it's what's the ticker symbol? Do you happen to know?
I'm pulling it up right now.
All right, Crypto Lotto Group.
I think it's just CLG. No, it's Lotto Group.
Oh, it's just Lotto Group. Okay,
yep. Up 28% on the day.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Lotto, no. Oh, here it is. This one right here, right? Lotto Group.
Yep. Up 64% on the week.
Oh, wow. So it's doing well. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Cool. They're holding their own on their chart. They had the initial pump like we talked about.
Yeah.
Profit taking some pullback. I don't know. Do you have the chart pulled up? Oh, if you zoom out a little bit.
I have it. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom out a little bit. It's Dex Tools is so. What should we do? The 4-hour chart, maybe?
I have mine on the hour chart and it shows it pretty good.
Okay, let's do that. All right, so we got the hour. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
So it had the initial pump, some pullback, some profit taking, then it traded sideways for a while, and now we're starting to see a little pump as it gets some legs.
Let's see what we got here. So we've got really the 24-hour. Okay, 24-hour volume. Okay, diluted so the market cap is really low.
Yeah, very small market cap right now. Very small market cap. Low holders. Very, very early.
So yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because you're right, because not everybody can play the lottery like in different parts of the world. They don't have access to it. So it's an interesting concept.
Now all they have to do is just have a little bit of crypto and get into a pool play on $450 million of lottery.
All right, so Eugene, if you're listening, since I'm a marketing guy, here is your slogan. You're going to owe me royalties. For the Crypto Lotto Group, all you need is crypto and a dream. That's it. Crypto and a dream. Like dollar and a dream, right? That's funny. Okay, so we appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Let's see who else is here. Here's some. Oh, I think. Wait. We got to go back. All right, Burned by Saitama. Burned. Oh, wait. Crypto Winter. If you were a whale in Voyager, they're offering shares to the new companies and other perks as well. Okay. Crypto Winter. Burned by Saitama. Please tell me, Larry, Maria, and the rest of the world, where is Volt base or place of origin? They're out of the country. I know that. I had Pablo Crow on here. He told me that they were overseas. I have like less than $100 in Volt, but I have to be kind because everybody loves Volt. Except for, I know Rodney's Rodney doesn't like Volt because they go in. I know the reason why, because they do it here too. They go into your chat and they drive you crazy. Volt. But I have to be kind because, there's a lot of people in the community invested, but it is kind of crazy. Are you a Volt guy or not a Volt guy?
Nope. I've been labeled a jeter. I'm a jeter. Okay. They didn't like it when I said I took my profits and I left the project because I wasn't riding that wave all the way down. And it all happened. I saw the writing on the wall. And here's the thing. This is the lesson that we learned from Saitama.
Right.
When influencers start telling you that we're going on an exchange and they name one of the top 10 exchanges and you go look at that exchange and look at their requirements and they're nowhere near those requirements and it's literally just hyping up the token. Guess what happens when everybody starts to figure out you're not getting listed on that exchange?
People start to sell. Yeah, it dumps.
It dumps hard. And as soon as crypto.com and the whole Binance rumor and the whole Coinbase rumor started happening, I'm like, they're not getting on it. They don't meet the requirements. And I was like, I'm out. I'm not dealing with that. So, and I think it was literally right at almost all-time high on their V2. And I don't have a problem with Volt. I'm okay with it being a community token, and the community being so
passionate.
passionate.
They got a lot of passion. Yeah.
They do have a lot of passion, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But the problem that we had is a couple community members came into the chat one morning or evening and was talking about they were doing a wallet check. They were checking people's wallets about, if you don't hold this much amount, you're not really, big into Volt. It doesn't matter. Your opinion. Yeah. They keep talking shit about the small investors. And
no, that's not good.
Yep, I just told him to leave. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with you. I won't even talk about it.
Yeah, I treat everybody the same. Whether you have $50 or $50,000, it's your money and it's important to whoever it is. Crypto Winter, Larry, who's the guy right here? He seems like a thinker. Yes, he is. With the guest today, we might be able to take over the market. Yes, we're trying to get everybody on here. Look, Jeremy is a very intelligent guy. I like Jeremy. He's a quote unquote small influencer, but I say that he has a big impact. I really do believe that. And he's leveled the playing field. He's shown, like so many other people with not a lot of subscribers. I consider myself in that class too. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but we can still, have an audience. And I think what people like about us is that we care for our communities. That's like the key that we have in common. Like you might be invested in something that I don't like, and I might be invested in something that you don't like, but the main thing is, the bottom line is we try to look out for our communities. So
exactly.
The big thing.
Exactly.
Andrew says, hello. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie, right? William, what do you think of Crow and Terrarium with all these exchanges struggling?
So I think Terrarium is priming themselves to potentially make a run when the bull run happens. For them, a lot of it's going to be timing. I think a lot of their success has to do with timing, and if they can time this right, I think they can do okay. I think with Crow itself, Crow has the name behind them that if they want to keep it alive, Crow's not going anywhere simply because of crypto.com. That URL is worth millions of dollars. And in 10 years, that could be $1 billion domain name. Like, absolutely.
Crazy, yeah, I mean, in terms of branding, I mean, you can't get any better than crypto.com. And they've already got, they renamed the Staples Center, right, where the Lakers play, crypto.com Arena. They've spent a bunch of
UFC.
That's the reason why I like them, because they spend on marketing, and I'm a marketing guy. So but yeah, and their interface is, or whatever you want to call it, their exchange is easy to use. But Terrarium has a big opportunity. I actually, I didn't sell Terrarium. I saw that big pump up, and I was actually on the road when it happened. When they got, I think they got tricked. It wasn't really Binance they were dealing with. They put $180,000 in for the fee or whatever, but it wasn't them. So it was embarrassing for them. But everybody makes mistakes, and I don't hold it against them, but. I actually, I would have taken profits there, but I didn't see it. So I missed that profit-taking opportunity. But I really, really believe strongly in Terrarium still, have not sold. And I just would hope that they would just be laser focused on one market. And that is, like I said before, that Indian market, I think, is their best shot.
Absolutely agree. And I do think that that's where a lot of their focus is going to be, is diving right into that Indian market, because I think there's a lot of untapped potential there. I mean, they've got a couple really large exchanges there, but I think the crypto market there is going to be huge in the next couple of years. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's already a big, it's very, people are into crypto in India already. So it is a decent sized market already. Cards, V for Vendetta, by the time you see this comment, it will be old. But I got caught out by the 42. Patches, stop it. You're fooling everybody. You see?
I don't feel so bad now. I don't feel so bad. I got caught by him too.
Well, one time somebody was watching my recorded video and thought that my couch was real, but it's just I'm in the metaverse right now, and Patches is too.
What's up, Hollywood?
Here we go. Texas Tornado Crypto. Congratulations. I guess you got your V1, your original channel back. So that's good. And I would just hope and pray that we could find out why, like, you like to play cards, right? So like YouTube is like, playing cards with somebody that changes the rules, or you don't even know what the rules are before you start the game. Then you're in the game, they change the rules, and you're like, you get a notice. Okay, you broke the rules. Okay, well, how about you tell us what the freaking rules are?
Right.
How about you tell us?
You would almost have to think that whenever the bot flags it for whatever reason,
Yeah.
that there's something that is noted to the person that's going to manually review this at some point in time, is like, hey, we botted this because of this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, this is Google, this is YouTube. They can tell us what's going on.
Of
Like,
course.
what happened.
Yeah, they probably have like some little code that goes associated with that flag, and they can.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they just it's scary how much power they have, over us as influencers. Will the real Texas tornado please stand up? V1 is back, baby. Okay, let's go. Andrew, I FOMO big time into Luna Classic and Shiba. So when's Shibarium coming out? What do you think? Are you a big Shiba guy or not so much?
Used to be.
Okay.
So with me, like we've talked about, I'm paper handed. I'm Jeter. I'm taking my money. I'm moving it. There's the analogy. The apple tree. Pull a little. No, I'm pulling the whole tree down. I'm planting a whole forest of apple trees type of thing. Right. So I kind of stepped away from the Shiba thing. Shiba was my first one. That's like what really got me into crypto, was YOLOing into Shiba back in early October. So with that, I did my thing. I made my money, moved on to the next project, and just kind of, kept an eye on Shiba. And when the whole bone and leash situation came out, that they created this, now those are going to basically be the main tokens within the ecosystem. Right. And Shiba kind of got left to the wayside. I kind of just pulled. I just kind of got really not interested into Shiba anymore.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm just at this point, I have a small bag of Shiba. I'm just waiting for it to regain a zero. I might buy more, or I'm also looking closely at Bone, because Bone being almost like the Ethereum of the Shibarium blockchain. But my problem with Shiba Inu, I love Shiba Inu. In fact, I told my kids, we're going to get a Shiba Inu puppy, but we have to have 100,000 subscribers. I have like a real deal with them. And but the problem I have is I'm getting frustrated with Shiba Inu, because can we please come out with another round of Shiboshis? They sold out in 34 minutes. They would sell again right away, right? Or could we come out with a mobile game, something in advance of waiting for the AAA game? Come out with something. You have millions and millions of dollars. Like, do something in the meantime while we're waiting for the big stuff. That's my frustration with them.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't get back into Shiba when things start to happen like that, but as far as the Shiba Inu token itself, there would have to be something really major happen to that part of the ecosystem for me to get back into Shiba. If I'm doing anything, it's bone and leash.
Yeah. So I do have a little bit of leash too, because I bought it with the Shiboshis, but I did not get the Shiboshi. I lost my gas fees. But I believe that crypto needs Shiba Inu and also Dogecoin. They need those because they're like feel good stories. And it is like you said, it's a way for a lot of people that are new to crypto to get into it. And it's exciting, like, oh wow, like I'm investing in a little puppy dog, and then you look deeper and deeper into it, they learn. It's kind of weird when you first start. If you think about it, we're investing in cartoon characters, but they have real value to them and real utility. So it's different. Let's do something here. We're not going to ignore our community, but I want to be respectful of your time. Do you want to talk about War Pigs a little bit?
Yeah, we can go over it real briefly. Okay. So with War Pigs itself, a lot of the things that we've been focusing on is kind of giving people the tools of, hey, here's a project. This is kind of what it's about. Here's some AMAs that they've already done. If you have questions, let's talk about it. So with War Pigs, I've kind of been doing that with them as well, simply because there's already been a couple really great AMAs out there. I don't want to, sit and recycle everybody's information that's being put out there. I want people to do their own research and get into the project that fits their portfolio. Not because I'm saying, hey, this is a great project. I want you to think it's a great project. So do your own research on this one, obviously. But this particular token has got a couple aspects to it that are really kind of unique in this space, and how they're utilizing real world utility within their and being compliant with the SEC, and already been applied with the SEC. They've already been an incorporated business within New York. So when we were talking about the whole New York regulation thing, they've already been approved in New York. So they're already ahead of the game. They've already, been through the compliance checks. They've got, they're legal on staff. They've got legal opinion letters that do hold, a lot of weight, saying that, basically everything is within regulation, is within compliance. Everything looks good. It's not a security the way the company's structured, and the way funds are coming back into the utility and back into the token, and the reflections back to the holders, it doesn't define as a security. So the way that they've built this makes it compliant with what the SEC is currently looking for. So they've got all of that in play. Their staking method has no effect on the chart whatsoever. They obviously got metaverse and play to earn coming out, so because that's with every project these days. But the cool thing that they're doing is their NFTs are all going to be on the Kronos network.
Oh,
and they are also getting listed on Matic Polygon.
Oh, wow. Okay. So cross-chain stuff going on with the NFTs. Okay.
Tech rate audit. There will be no V2. They're never going to launch a V2 because of the way the contract is built. If I'm not mistaken, and this would need to be something that would be confirmed, but I do believe that they work with Brew Labs for their stuff.
I think I saw that on there. Yeah, maybe I saw it on their Twitter or something with Brew Labs.
Yep.
But yes, yeah.
And the way the ecosystem works, the real world utility is basically they are working with, I believe the actual term is called MCA lenders, where they're into an MCA with partners that they've already established in their current real world company that they own, and their connections. So basically what it is they are loaning money out to new businesses, and new businesses paying back a prime rate. So that interest is coming back into the company, and the company is investing it back into the token.
Oh, good.
So
this is already a real world business that they're trying to tokenize, basically. Okay.
And then the reflections, the reflections is a common term most people understand, but passive income is done through their NFTs, and they have 3 different levels of NFTs. They have, a base, and then they have like their upper echelon NFTs.
Okay, so I'm looking here. Yeah, it says right here that they're in the process of applying for their money transmitter license. So they are definitely going through a lot of steps to make sure they're compliant. And being that they're in New York, and my experience with the New York State Banking Department a long time ago when I was in the mortgage industry as a mortgage broker, I mean, they're very, very strict, very, very, very strict with stuff. So that's good that they're based in New York just for the regulatory reasons alone. But yeah, so now tell me this. So you're saying they're launching tomorrow. They've already, do you know what they've raised in their pre-sale as far as what?
The pre-sale was 20 ETH, if I remember right. They did sell out the public pre-sale of 20 ETH. They do have a private sale that wasn't very much either. So the pre-bought tokens is very low. So one of the things that we look into, that we've learned our lesson on, is these oversold pre-sale tokens, right? So vastly undersold. They only took what they needed to establish the project and get legs going. But the launch is tomorrow, 7/7 at 7 p.m. I believe that's Eastern time. I'd want to double check, but 7/7 at 7 p.m. is when they are going to launch their token tomorrow.
Here it is here. Okay, so here it is. Okay. Don't miss the train. Launch is tomorrow, 7 p.m. EDT time.
Yep, Eastern.
Okay. Warpig will change the space. Want to own a blue chip in the rough with blue chip NFTs that earn you passive income? Join our Telegram. So you guys can check it out. I'm going to show you their socials. So you've got it's Warpigs Token, 3 words, at Warpigs Token, all one word. They're saying they're based in New York, which is interesting. Their website is warpigs.io. But that's good. I like the fact that they didn't. So that was my problem with some of the recent ones. I won't mention the names, but I'm glad you said the word oversold. You don't want to oversell in the pre-sale, because it's like, who are you going to have left? Okay, so I have to say it. So Phantom Project was oversold. Like, who do we have left? Who's going to be left? Like, Patches can't buy it. There's nobody left to buy it on the day of launch because they already raised over 1,000 ETH, and there's no in the market. It was like, I don't even know how they raised 1,000 ETH, first of all, but second of all, there's nobody left to buy it. Everyone and their grandmother bought it already.
All the hype was in the pre-sale. There was nothing left to pump the chart or people buy in, because you made it readily available. Everybody that wanted it bought it, and then people that were on the fence, they saw that it was oversold, and they started hearing people like myself, like Rodney, like others being like, hey, this is oversold, you better be careful. And what happened? It literally dumped right off the launch. And if I'm not mistaken, it launched with what, 1,100 holders, and it still has 1,100 holders.
I got into it in the pre-sale. I was on the whitelist, and I held on for, I don't know, maybe a week. I kept bugging them. I'm like, guys, like, hire some bigger influencers, hire more influencers, hire a whole army of people. And they didn't want to spend anything more on marketing. I was like, you got to get the word out. And it just died because they oversold it. But yeah, I saw that
with them too.
So, okay. So we know that Ponzi Slayer definitely is promoting it, and old guy David, you know, great guys are doing it. Who else is involved?
Texas Tornado.
Yeah.
And the Crypto Demon and myself.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm subscribed to both of Crypto Demon's channels. Yeah. It seems like everybody. Okay. So you lost your channel, and Awesome Austin, I think, lost it on the same day, right? And then you got him back on the same day, like 5 days later. Okay. And I was like retweeting, and then
Austin got his taken off the morning. So mine got rugged live stream, late night live stream. Like literally.
I was on that live stream. I had just commented. I was like, I was getting ready to scream at Spectrum, like, my internet went out again, but it was, you lost your channel. Yeah, I was watching that night.
They rugged me in the middle of my stream, and then the next morning, Austin got rugged himself.
Yes.
And then both him and I got reinstated. I believe it was a Monday morning.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it's like, it's scary because, you know, it's like so painful because you put so much time into this. Like, people don't realize, you know, even making thumbnails takes a long time. You know, you're preparing content. Maybe you have guests. You've got to figure out what to talk about. It's a grind. You know, you have to, if you're in not such, well, if I'm in a bad mood, I just come on anyway, but and yell at everybody. But if you're in a bad mood, you still got to be on. And sometimes you have to be happy, even if you're in a bad mood, or if you don't feel good, you got to be on. So it's hard to be a content creator. It just is.
And see, that's where I differ a little bit is, you know, I'm in my mid 40s. I've worked my butt off for the better part of 30 years at this point. So, you know, my first job literally was paper route. You know, a lot of people don't know what a paper route or what a paper boy did, but I literally was tossing papers at 11 years old, 12 years old, and literally have worked every day of my life since then. So at this point, it's, you know, if I'm having a bad day or I'm not feeling well, or I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, I'm the type of person that's like, all right, I don't feel good today. I'm going to take my time. You know, I
take some time off.
Myself to do that, because a lot of times when you do that, it's just worse the next day, and then it's compounding. So if you can just take a day to yourself and fix yourself for that day, and you come back the next day even stronger.
Yeah, it's true. Yep, you're right, because you can get burned out or stressed out. But you know, it's kind of like you're a slave. Like, to me, I feel like I'm a slave sometimes to the algorithm. You know, like to this thing that, you know, it's not even human. So it's weird.
And the thing of it is, you know, the YouTube, the whole monetization of YouTube, we don't make money off of YouTube. We don't get thousands and thousands and thousands of views to make any dollars off of the ad revenue. Where it comes in is from the support of the community. And, you know, that's, you know, what keeps me going is, you know, the community supporting me, not monetarily, but, you know, showing up in the chat, you know, engagement, you know, that kind of thing. That's the enjoyment that I get out of it.
Yeah. And learning more about crypto and sponsors and stuff like that is all definitely what we're here for. You know, because like some people say, well, you know, some people get mad when you get paid, but like I'm doing this, like I come out and say it, like, you know, we're trying to earn income. Like, 'cause right now we don't, you know, hardly earn anything. It's like I'm reaching into my pocket to pay for everything. But, you know, we're building something. We believe in a vision. But yeah, you're right. It's like you do have to take a break once in a while. I know I watch closely. I'm a big fan of Awesome Austin's. Like, I saw something in him, like when he was talking about, you know, Shibnobi and Saitama, like way back. And it was interesting. He was doing the ASMR and stuff like that. And his, you know, his wife is big, right? She's got 2.5 million or something.
Yeah, 2.5 million.
something like that. So she, they are both like what I would consider to be professional YouTubers. They really know, they understand how it works. So it's a lot you can learn from them.
I've leaned on both of them a number of times to get advice, to get a clear vision of, what this YouTube thing's all about, and understand, what I'm getting myself into. And they've always been really helpful and really friendly, and I consider both of them really close friends in this space.
Cool, that's good. All right, so Tim Shea, seems like it would be fun. You saw you retweeted it, figured I'd ask. All right, the Jin. Let me just go through. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on Quant?
I have no thoughts on Quant. It actually came up in my chat not long ago, but the last couple of weeks have been really kind of off the screen, have been kind of busy and hectic for me. So I haven't been able to do a lot of the normal research that I've been accustomed to doing. So I haven't been able to look into it. But yeah, just based off of the initial look on their website, it looks like there could be something to Quant.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it personally, but they were asking you, so I'm off the hook. Burned by Saitama, I believe it was Asia, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what the reference is. I'm behind in the chat. Sorry, guys. Wondering if Europe will pump the crypto market as people will lose faith in the euro and adopt digital currency. Hey, Lotto Group. Okay. Lotto Group fans here. Drop the info, fam, on the coin. Here's somebody new. Bally Savans, or maybe you've been here before. You should buy Jupiter. I'm not. Is that a token? I don't know.
I think it is.
Legrand Commission. What is up, crypto family? The Jin, Jeremy. The same happened to me when I took 200,000 in profits. I'm all about the profits and move on to the crap tokens. You know what? We should call it. You should call it profit hands. You have profit hands.
I actually coined the term money hands.
Money hands. There you go. That's a good one. Yeah, because there's no guys. We're here to make money. Like I hate when they do that. Like you shouldn't shame people for selling, even if you're selling, even if they have to sell for loss. Supposing they're I don't know, their car blows up and they need to buy a new car for their family. Like you shouldn't shame somebody for selling. Really.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, my mouse is messing up here. Hold on. I'm on a different screen. All right. We've got to look at this. Friend of both of us, right? Friend of the channel, friend of Jeremy. I'm sure of believes crypto. Thank you. His blue lights stuck, though they should be red. Is that something about your background or me?
Yeah, my lights. He's gotten onto me a few times about my lights. He wants red lights.
Oh, he wants you to have. He likes the color red or something. So you're not the blue light special like Kmart. Nope. He wants red light special.
And these are ultraviolet. These are the lights.
Yeah.
They aren't blue bleeds.
Crypto winter. Jeremy, I'm with you on the whole. Volt reminds me of Saitama. It's like it's polarizing. It's like you either love it or you hate it. It's not. I'm trying to be in between. I'm trying to be like a politician.
Yep.
Because I realize there's a lot of people that support me that also are invested in Volt, so I'm trying to be nice about it. But yeah, it does get on your nerves sometimes.
See, the thing with me and the actual Volt project itself, I don't have anything to say negative about the Volt project other than the questionable roadmap and the utility that they're trying to bring forth, right? Like it was kind of unclear what it was really about. Originally it was community token, and then it's kind of where's the use case, and now they're kind of talking about the use case. So I don't have an issue with the token itself, but the community itself is very like you said, passionate, and if there's anybody that doesn't Volt, then they're they don't think kindly of them. So
that's true. But if we had a tox, my aunt's gonna get mad at me. She's 82 years old. If there's a toxicity or toxic meter, it's not, like if you're measuring Saitama, like Saitama's way up off the charts there's like some toxic elements to it. We know about that on Twitter and stuff. But I don't see that type of toxic. It's more of like, they can get annoying. Okay. The Volt guys come in here and they get annoying. They get annoying. They get a little bit overzealous. Yep. But nothing too bad. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm completely fine with the community, and there's a couple community members that I've had some words with, and that's fine. You don't get along with everybody, but overall, I wish Volt the best of luck. I hope they succeed. There's a lot of people that I know that's in Volt. I would want to.
I'm never. I'm never going to really like trash a project because, I realize people have their hard-earned money and things. So if they, if their Volt is their thing, then they've got to make money with that.
I'll trash the project when it's
when they do something bad. Yeah.
It's due when they deserve it. They'll get
when they hurt people, that's different. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Like kind of what Phantom did. They're like, we're taking all your ETH and see you later, guys. Sorry. Like it's like a ghost town in their Telegram. I haven't been in their Telegram in weeks, but it just turned into a ghost town. That was sad. But yeah, so that's what happens. Hit the like button, everyone. Thank you. Cards V for Vendetta. The couch. He thought the couch was real. It's not a casting couch either. It's not.
It's too funny.
Right. The Jin believes crypto. What lights are you talking about? I love you, brother. He's talking about the ones behind him. Last night ship of the week. Catch you guys Sunday. Champ, who hasn't hit the like? Be shamed. Okay. Coochie boy. What is up, Mr. Larry and CryptoRealist? Greetings.
What's up?
Samuel P. Wait. Texas, you got your channel back? Yep.
Sure did.
Oh, here you go. Texas Tornado Crypto. I had to have him on, so it's my fault. He was supposed to come on yesterday, and I was running late, and I was like, wasn't really prepared. I'm like, we should just wait. And then I go on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting all the links up, and I'm looking at his Twitter. I'm like, he lost his channel again? Are you kidding me? So maybe it wasn't the best time for him to come on anyway. He needed to maybe. I would have been mad. I would have just taken this rock and smashed my camera.
He would have been a little upset.
Yeah, I would have been. But yeah, so he'll come on another time. V2 channel terminated by my original. Okay. He's got it back. All right. So his V1, the bigger one's back. Crypto Winter. I have 300. Oh, he's got a bunch of Shiba Inu. He's going to wait for my son to retire. I don't think Shiba Inu is ever going to hit $1. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Let's try
to do some serious. That's the other issue that I had with Shiba is they do not have a real burn mechanism. They've got community burn mechanisms.
That's true.
The music playlist thing that they got going on, a couple other community driven burn mechanisms are out there, but if they come up with a real burn mechanism, I think that would possibly be the catalyst to really push Shiba back into everybody's mindset of I need to get back into Shiba because now it's really.
Well, I'm thinking about getting back into Doge because of Elon Musk and also because of the rumors of the blockchain. I didn't think it was going to happen, but not yet. I mean, when I feel like the bull run is just starting, by the way, I feel like it's not going to start. Everyone thinks I'm nuts. The bull run, in my opinion, is not starting until February 2023. The real bull run. That's my feeling, just because of the
I think the bear flattens towards the end of the year, and we kind of go sideways a little bit, and then early January, February, March, I think we are in full bull run at that point.
Oh, cool. Well, I actually have it down to the date and time. February 14th, you're going to love it. You're going to fall in love. Forget about your sweetheart. You're going to fall in love with the bull run. February 14th, 2023. But not only that, if anyone says this, they're copying. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I actually give you a date and a time. The real bull run starts. Because I have to separate myself from any other crypto Nostradamus or crystal ball reader. I have to have a specific prediction.
We're going to clip this and come February 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to run it back.
The channel will blow up and me and Jeremy will have 1 million subs. But that way. But if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because I'm a small influencer and no one's going to care.
Right, exactly.
Samuel Gratz. Okay. Legrand Commission. Larry, when you're ready to buy Shiba Inu, a real dog, okay, I can find you a breeder. That would be great. Great price. My wife has been in the pet industry for 20 years. Okay, cool. Happy for you, Tex. Tim Shea's happy about Texas Tornado getting his channel back. Yeah, I'm happy for him too. The thing is with, YouTube is just too big to fight. It's like you could even try to sue them and it wouldn't even matter. Like
it's a private company, they can make whatever rules they want.
It's crazy, yeah. Cool Cat Crypto. He's got this Cool Cat Crypto goes into your community. No?
I haven't seen that one. Nope.
He used to be known as War Cat Crypto, but he changed it to be a little nicer.
I don't recall that one showing up in the chat.
He goes around in a lot of different ones. Texas Tornado Crypto, thanks so much. All right, so let's keep going. Yes, sir, Samuel. Crypto, you see Selmo Fudd, right? He's there. Crypto Talk Now and CryptoRealist. He's always around. War Pigs, let's go. So tell me, you tell me when you have to wrap things up, but just tell me more about War Pigs. Like what's your theory about what's going to happen with War Pigs? Or what
So
would you say is the number one catalyst? Like, why would someone want to buy it? What's the big reason to buy it? Let's just say that.
NFT passive income.
Okay.
Like if you are looking at a potential long-term hold where you're getting into a project that's got a good foundation, this could be it. But the NFT passive rewards are the really big point on this one.
The passive rewards. So the rewards will be
like, I don't do NFTs. Like WAGMI NFTs is like the only things I deal with, right?
I have one WAGMI NFT myself.
I got two. So essentially with this one is there's 3 different levels of NFTs that you can play with, that you can buy, and it gives you different passive rewards based off of what level of NFT you buy. So, you know, if you want to just get in and support and get some, you know, a lower percentage at a lower cost, you can get in and get that. You want a higher percentage, you've got that option as well. So there are levels there that you can get into.
So will the NFTs be available right away, or are they first starting with the token?
Starting with the token, I don't believe that they're going to be minting the NFTs right off the bat. I don't have that exact detail of when that NFT would be dropped, but their token is launching on the 7th, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, now I'm starting to feel, I'm feeling FOMO pressure from you. You're holding a gun to my head right now. I can feel it.
I am not.
I'm just kidding. No, I know you would never do that. I know of all people, you would never pressure someone into buying something.
No,
I'm just teasing you.
Like, I like the token. Yeah, I like the token. I like the project. I like the utility behind it. I like the passive rewards. I like what I'm seeing. It's got a little bit of the similar aspects of what other tokens are doing, but it's unique enough that it's like, okay, is this something that could be viable within the blockchain, viable within crypto? And I could see that. I could see this working out.
Well, I'll say this. I like the people, the influencers that are involved with this. And I like the fact that they're going through the motions from a legal standpoint to go through all the regulatory hoops through New York. That's like gives me peace of mind. Yep. I also like the fact what I'm hearing is that War Pigs is a real company. There's real people behind it. You can see, actually, I think we can see the team right here. There's
it's not an LLC.
It's not. It's a corp.
It's incorporated.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a corporation then.
Yeah, it's a legitimate corporation. It's not an LLC. A lot of people are on this whole LLC. Oh, this my token's an LLC. This project's an LLC. Doesn't do shit for anybody. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't do anything. But this is an actual corporation.
Let me ask you this: have you spoken to any one of these people or communicated with them in any way? Like, do you just message them?
Yep, I've got direct communication with Jonathan.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, so that's the founder and chief executive officer then.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, he's been more than responsive whenever I've reached out to him and asked questions. Just very, very easy to talk to. Just all around. Just I get a real good feeling about it.
So it's funny. I'm going to say my initial impression because you have to forgive my ignorance because remember, I literally just looking at this now. I'm getting the feel, and I think it's a good vibe. I'm getting the feel like these guys are they're a real world company, right? And they may not necessarily have a ton of crypto experience, but that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you get these guys that have been in crypto for 5 years and they just keep making project after project after project. So maybe these guys, they probably don't have a ton of crypto experience, or do they? Or do you know?
No, not a ton of crypto. They've been in crypto for a little while, but as far as project wise, no. That this would be, as far as I understand, their first project. But the gentleman there, Jonathan, he's had his company for years and years and years. So he's not taking his company and adding a token, but he's looking at an aspect of what he knows within his business knowledge and utilizing that to build around and create this project.
Yeah,
so he's kind of like he already has a company and he's like, here, we're going to add a token to it.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a little bit of parallel to, like, I can't really disclose who I'm talking to at this time because it's new, but I'm talking to a development team just offline, and eventually I'll probably wind up promoting it, and a bunch of people I think will, because it's a real company. Like, they're actually they have technology now in California, and they're trying to use that real world technology and implement that into the metaverse. So I kind of look at this the same way. Like, I like the fact that they have a real company behind it, and they're kind of like you said, they're not really tokenizing it, but they're using that leverage of their experience of the real world company to do something real. Because sometimes, let's just face it, we're literally, we're investing in crappy dog Inu. Let's just face it. We're having a play to earn game. We're having NFTs. It's crappy dog Inu. Oh my God, I love the way the cartoon looks. Let's put $50 million in. That's literally what happened. Look at all the ones that have. Look at Mononoke Inu, for crying out loud. God, that if $48 million. Yeah.
Straight ridiculous.
But that was during the bull run that we had a little bit, like October. You came in like at the good time, October, November, and it's like you literally could just throw. I was actually going to do an episode, a recorded video where I just took a dartboard and just threw it at different meme tokens and see how they did. And I bet you 90% of them would have done well just within a 2-month period. And now it's like, it's not like that anymore. You need real utility. You really do.
You got to have real utility and early on in the project. You don't have to necessarily launch with it, but it has to be very close on the roadmap.
Yep. And that is the roadmap right here. So you guys can check this out more. I'll tell you what, to be respectful of your time, Jeremy. Oh, wait a minute. We do have one more super chat, and we're going to wrap things up soon here. But Thank you so much, Andrew. Opening a corporation is very easy in New York, ? I believe it's less than $100. Am I wrong?
You might be right. The idea behind the corporation is the responsibility if anything were to go south. The LLC is literally just protection for the company and the individuals. So with the corporation, it's structured a little bit different from a legal aspect. So it's a little bit more intrusive on the legal side to be on a corporation.
Yeah, it's more involved. I think it would cost more than 100. I mean, even the LLC costs more than that. Yeah.
It's a filing fee. I would think filing fees are very, relatively the same for, a lot of processing of things, whether it's, corporation and LLC or whatever the case is. It's just documenting and filing of the information and processing of it.
And there's other fees associated, even with LLCs. I know that you have to file annual reports. You need to disclose profit and loss statements. There's a lot of like other filing fees as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's do this. Let me give you, and thank you so much once again for coming on. I want to be respectful of your time. You're a family man. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope a bunch of other people that that are influencers would love to see Awesome Austin, Rodney. I watch all these guys, but I'm not in communication with them. But I'd love to see these guys come on. Yeah, that would be great.
Absolutely.
I'll give you the last word to address our audience and say goodnight to everybody.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, Larry, and thanks for the invite, and thanks to everybody in the chat for keeping us engaged and keeping us entertained for the last hour and a half or so. The one thing that I will say is if you like what you see, this is pretty much what I do on my stream, so come check me out. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, engage in the chat. I'm more than happy to try and reach everybody's chat and talk to you, answer your question, whatever the case may be. Otherwise, the main thing that I preach on my channel is taking profits. Don't be afraid to take profits, regardless of what other people say. It's your money. Take your profits, guys.
Thank you. And I couldn't have said it better than myself, but we've been all saying that a lot. Take your profits. Don't feel shame by selling something, because even if you're selling at a loss, you got to do what's right for you. It's your money.
Yep.
Hopefully
Exactly.
you're not selling at a loss, but thank you so much for being here again, Jeremy. And thank you to our audience for being here. We're going to sign off, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you.